Well, hi everybody, and today, well, is the first in a series on this channel. This is little trips, little adventures you can do when you're here in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. These are like little day trips, and today what we're going to do is we're going to experience Wears Valley. We call it the Wears Valley Loop, right? It takes us through Townsend and Wears Valley, and we even go in a national park. You ready?
Ready.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Well, there's a mountain coaster here at Goats on the Roof, and those are the prices. $15 for adults and $12 for children. Well, that werewolf over there has got that skeleton. I think he's trying to give him a spanking. Anyways, they got a little skeleton theme here. Over here, it looks like there's a dragon and some witches. Well, the mountain coaster track actually goes over the road here, right into the station. Well, here's the carts that you ride down the mountain in. Please feed me goat chow only. Strange foods make me feel bad. Well, here's a little Volkswagen bus here, and a blue ox, and these fun little gas station pumps. Really cool pumpkin decor scattered throughout. Are you having a swinging good time? So the goats actually have access to all the roofs here. Right there you can actually see, well, the butt of a goat. He's actually up there laying down on that bridge. But okay, Dawn, so what did you get?
I bought some goat feed, and you purchase this at Goats on the Roof for $3.29.
So $3.29 for the, you ready to feed some goats?
Yes.
Okay, Dawn, so what are you on? You're on a bike.
I'm on a pedal bike,
And it's got a cup.
and it's got a cup.
Okay.
You put the food in a can.
You put the food in the can, and then it goes all the way to the top there. And there's actually two goats. I know the sun's hard to see, but there's actually two goats up there right now waiting for it. Okay, Dawn,
So let's get pedaling with food.
get pedaling. There it goes.
You get some exercise in too.
I would say so. And there it goes. And there they are up there. Those goats are up there. They're eating too, aren't they? So those goats are up there eating the food that Dawn just gave them. And here comes the cup again. So what do you think about that way to feed the goats, huh?
It's fun.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
Nacho heifer. Okay, guys, Dawn's gonna feed you us. Oh, here he comes. Get to feed those goats, huh? Here comes a little one.
Good old candy cigarettes.
Candy cigarettes, huh? I haven't seen those since I was a kid.
Target and Roundup.
And Roundup. All kinds of old-fashioned candy. They even got a Goats on the Roof penny pincher. Got Goats on the Roof irons. All different types of stickers. I only got some some postcards here. Looks like they have ice cream and all kinds of little gifts. Got socks, and they got goats on the roof, t-shirts, nanny goat. Here's a cool looking one here. It's kind of the green and pink, and yeah, all different types of tees. We got a bunch of gag gifts here, all your hillbilly remotes and all kinds of stuff. Got a hillbilly briefcase there, get it? Hillbilly briefcase. Old coon skin cap there. Definitely got a lot of goat plush. Look at this cute little guy here. But this here is Goats on the Roof. They have a mountain coaster. The mountain coaster's actually shut down right now for maintenance. But Dawn did get to feed the goats, which is cool. And we're gonna head on down Wears Valley Road and see this beautiful loop we're gonna do today. As you can see, there's a lot of little places on each side of the road. I think we're only gonna do the stuff on the right side of the road, and then on our way back on this loop, we'll do the stuff on the left side. That way we don't miss anything. But you can notice that there is color in the trees. Unfortunately, they're just real dark golds and browns, but it's still beautiful. And on the left there is Friendly Falls. That is the famous place where Dawn got attacked by the chickens. Should we stop again maybe on the way back?
It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. Pretty soon we're going to be heading into Wears Valley here, and it should open up around this bend here, and we should have some really beautiful mountains. Ooh, that raccoon back there didn't make it.
Aww.
He didn't make it, no. But wow, so here we go. You can see beautiful Wears Valley peeking through the trees there. There it is, beautiful Wears Valley. 400 acres for $10 million, guys. That's a very popular sign. Everybody always makes comments about that. 400 acres for $10 million, right?
Yep.
And so we're not going to stop off at all these places, but there's actually a like a gun range or a laser range onto our right here. A lot of little places you can stop off, you know, little gift shops and what have you. Coming up on our right is Pawpaw's Catfish Kitchen. I hear it's absolutely wonderful. Unfortunately, I can't have any kind of shellfish. Well, maybe one day we'll catch the catfish, right, Dawn? A little bit of catfish. And then on our left is the old Harvest Moon, and it's a sad loss for us because this is one of our #1 stops. And there is somebody selling pumpkins out front, but it's a sad loss. It burnt down last spring, and it's a good sign though to see someone selling pumpkins. And here we are, there's a sign to your right. Wears Valley, welcome. Of course, beautiful Wears Valley. And this is where a lot of the stores begin. Little gift shops, what have you. Honeysuckle Rose to our right, and Smoky Mountain Gifts, what have you. Grandmother's Kitchen, Golden Biscuits. This here is one of the more beautiful drives here in the Smokies. There's a Cates Cove Winery to our right there. And Mountain Chick Cafe to the right too. Antiques and Gallery and Gifts. We're going to pull into the Wears Valley Antique Craft Gallery here. here's one of the many antique stores and craft shops you'll find along the way. We're just gonna go inside and take a peek and see what's available. I love these old wind vanes. These guys here are actually teeter-tottering. That's cool. So what's this one? The bear, and the other bear, he's just rocking back and forth, huh?
Yeah.
This guy here is sawing wood. So these little wind vanes, tell us a little story about your grandfather.
My grandpa got into woodworking and he used to make these.
He used to make those?
The little ducks and the birds, and
Yeah.
he liked doing that stuff.
Look at all these decanters. There's actually a Travelodge decanter. Remember the old Travelodge bear? I have never seen that before. That's cool. Lots of cool things. Here's one Scottish one, and Laurel and Hardy. Harold's Club. Dawn, so what did you find something that you had?
Yeah. We had the plane with the toy peoples in it. The house.
I remember the house myself. I remember the barn. I remember the barn.
There was an animal when you open it, goes moo.
Yeah, I remember all these. Look at this old kitchen set here. Check out this stove. What do you think about this antique store?
It's nice.
It is nice. We'll have to come back here and explore a little bit. Well, here's some posters of old Dolly Parton, some Elvis. I don't recall ever seeing that poster of Dolly. Of course, right next to the King. Oh, Kenny Rogers. You can definitely get a little bit of your Dolly merch here. Found yourself in a world of Coke, didn't you? I remember those 7-Up bottles. I remember those Desert Storm cards back when I was a kid. A little something you didn't know about me. I actually used to collect baseball cards, and a lot of these are bringing memories back. In fact, I still have my baseball card collection packed away somewhere. You're a ladybug?
My grandma, when we were growing up, she had the green butter dishes, the chickens. She put butter in them.
Oh, so it's bringing back a lot of memories for you, huh?
Yeah. The Fisher Price register.
Yeah, I
We
actually.
had coins.
Yeah, I remember that. I actually had this, believe it or not. And the funny thing is, it never would stand up in the back. It was always kind of like accordion, like the way it is now. But I remember the little elevator and what have you. Mine might have had a little bit different sticker decals, but other than that, yeah. Wow, we're finding a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of stores all through here. Oh wow, they have an genuine pottery, right? Yeah. There's we've been there a few times. Where's Valley Village? But this area here has got a lot of little antique stores. Of course, there's a couple places you can eat. Like on the right there, you have Geppetto's Italian restaurant, and then up here on the left, you have Hillbilly Restaurant. They have really good breakfasts in there, from what I'm hearing. And yeah, and they also have a Tennessee moonshine distillery there on your left. You can get your moonshine on. Okay, so we're coming up to this overpass here. This is the Foothills Parkway. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn on the Foothills Parkway and we're gonna take this. I think it's about 17 miles. It'll take us back, eventually it'll take us back into Townsend, and then we'll actually come back the way that we've came. We're gonna go and we're gonna see some beautiful views. And I'm excited. And this is how you get on the Foothills Parkway. There actually goes the pink Jeep tours now. We're the yellow Jeep tours, and there goes the pink Jeep tours. Foothills Parkway, guys, definitely I feel is one of the most beautiful drives here in the Smokies. And we have entered the Great Smoky Mountains National Park at this point. So beautiful drive here. I love the Foothills Parkway, and we're starting to get a little color. Like I said, the color this year is not going to get spectacular whatsoever, but it's a beautiful day to be alive, right, Dawn?
It's a beautiful day to be alive.
Yes. I guess every day is a beautiful day to be alive, right? A little history about the Foothills Parkway. It took them over 50 years to complete this section due to the bridges they had to build on it. They started building it back in the 40s, and when they got to this point on the Foothills Parkway, they started having issues with environmental. So they had to stop. They had to try to figure out how to build these bridges. And still today, the Foothills Parkway is not fully completed. You only have the original section, which is after this section, which is the start or the end, depending on which way you take. And then there's another section over near Cosby, Tennessee. And this is not fully finished. In fact, there's actually a huge section in the middle that isn't finished, and they're saying will never be finished. There's a beautiful red tree there on the left. We're starting to climb in elevation now. You starting to feel that elevation, Dawn?
Yep.
We're getting some color up here. And we're gonna stop off at this pull off here. And hopefully we'll see some beautiful, beautiful views here. Looks like it's quite popular right now with folks. But oh wow, look at, now that's Wears Valley down below there.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, there's beautiful Wears Valley below. Not much color yet. I think we're still a couple weeks away. Wow. The Foothills Parkway is absolutely beautiful. Wow. Isn't it beautiful?
It'll be better in color, but it's getting there. It's working on it.
Yeah, the color's just not here yet.
Better in the colors.
Definitely. It's better any time of year. It doesn't really matter. But,
Pan for gold.
pan for gold? Why do you want a pan for gold?
I don't know. Because I seen that back there. Look at all that changing.
Yeah. So we're coming up on the most difficult spot during the construction of this road. And this here is actually what they call the missing link. There's a series of bridges here that took 50 years to build. And I'm glad it's finished and we can actually enjoy pretty much this little piece of heaven. And up here there's a little pull off, and we're going to pull off and show beautiful views. Look at that. Wow.
That's amazing.
It still gets me. I've been up here, what, hundreds of times, and it still gets me today. It's amazing. But anyways, we're going to stop here at this pull-off, and we're going to take a look at some of the beautiful views here. There goes the pink Jeep Tours. That's Townsend down below. A little cloudy today. A little cloudy today, but still beautiful. What do you think about that overlook, hon?
It's just amazing.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue on the Foothills Parkway. I think this stretch is 17 miles total. And then eventually we're going to come to like an exit, and we're going to take the next exit. And we're going to head back towards Townsend, and then come back up through Wears Valley, and that's our loop pretty much. Okay, we got a lot more loop to do, right?
Right.
We got a lot more loop-de-loop to do.
That view.
Yeah, it's amazing. It
It's
really
a wow
is.
factor.
Yeah. It is a totally amazing. And at this point, we'll start to actually come down in elevation, down to the back down to the floor of this valley. Wow, beautiful. Great day to ride your motorcycle for sure. It's cool and everything.
Some of the trees are popping right there.
Yeah, a little bit of color there. How's that song go, Dawn? On the road again.
Just can't wait to
Get on the road again. Going places that I'll never see again. Can't wait to get on the road again.
Like a bandage.
Yeah, bandage.
Blowing in the wind.
Yeah. Oh wow, beautiful pull off there. Okay, so we're coming to our turnoff here. This turnoff will take us towards Townsend, which will then keep us on a loop. You can take the Foothills Parkway straight. There is a lot to see, especially during the fall. This road will eventually take you to Chihuahua Lake and towards the Tail of the Dragon, which is a beautiful, beautiful area. Also, there's a mini Clingman's Dome. I'll put some links in the description below and show you guys exactly some of the adventures we had out there. Also, stay tuned because we are going to have more adventures here on this whole road. So now we're gonna make this turn here, and we are gonna head back to Townsend. And definitely, if you guys get a chance, definitely do the whole Foothills Parkway. You can add probably about another 2 hours on your trip if you wanted, like, not to go back towards Townsend. You could about an hour to the one end and then turn around to come back. Would be about another hour plus stopping. So keep that in mind. So yeah, now we're gonna head back in Townsend. Now, I think this is about 6 or 7 miles back into Townsend. There is some stores along the way. Of course, we are gonna pass the entrance to Tuckaleechee Caverns, which is another destination we've done in the past. I also put a link in the description below for Tuckaleechee Caverns, which is, I believe, to be probably one of the best caverns in the area, if you're interested. this road here is 321. It's definitely more busier than the Foothills Parkway, depending on the season. Townsend, Tennessee. So Townsend is a very quiet side of Smokies. It's got a lot of great things to do. Of course, it's home to the Heritage Museum that will give you a real good look into what it was like to live here in the Great Smoky Mountains, and a lot of cool things. Also, it has the logging museum, which is really cool. You can stop there, and they got a couple old logging trains and some stuff there, which is really nifty. Also, it has a lot of eateries. It has campgrounds, and it also has an entrance to the national park, which is really known for as an entrance to Cades Cove. Up on our right coming up is Apple Valley. It's actually a very popular restaurant. And a couple other notable things about Townsend. It's also would you say, Dawn, it's a great place to come to do tubing, right?
Yes.
Yes. Tubing is a big part. What else is Townsend known for? They have a couple great festivals over here throughout the year. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely worth to check out the websites and find out when they have their local festivals here. Well, it's the beginning of fall season, and everybody's in town checking out the leaves, and we're gonna pull here into Little River Railroad and take in a little bit of Smoky Mountain history. Little River Railroad and Lumber Company Museum, and the museum has free admission, guys, so definitely stop and check out this free museum along the way. Well, we're here at Little River Lumber Company, and this here is a log loader. Of course, this is one of the trains that used to go into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park to take the logs out. Also, this is where a lot of passengers would load up to head into like places like Elkmont and other areas. And this here is a Shea engine, number 2147. And as you can see, these engines here, they weren't made for speed, but they were made for high torque to go up and down the mountains, pulling super heavy loads of logs out of the Great Smoky Mountains here. So the other day we were over in Greenbrier in the national park, and we did a hike to Engine Creek to this portable steam engine that was falling off the mountain. And this is roughly what it would have looked like. This is roughly what it looked like. Actually, it looked very, very similar, because over here was the wood burning door. Remember in the creek, hon? Yeah. Does that? Yeah, do you remember that? So this here is what it would have looked like, that hike that we did to that steam engine. Well, they actually have a restoration shop here. This shop building is a replica of the original Townsend locomotive shop inside the boardroom, as well as space to work on various restoration projects. Oh wow, it's an old caboose, isn't it? Huh. What's a caboose, right?
They rent one of these for $1.40 a month. If it's just a couple, maybe 2 kids, they'd all live in this. And sometimes they'd rent 2 and have a room for the kids, and Mom and Dad slept in the main room. But
so this is what they would have lived in the Smokies.
What it looked like. You can't see very good unless that 2 before took off out you and open them doors.
Yeah, it's
But
they weren't big at all.
This was from the last log in the Smokies was cut at Tremont in 1938, December 9th.
Oh,
The
wow.
last log through the big sawmill that set out here was July 7th, 1939. And when they closed Tremont down, a man bought 3 of these. He had to take them by train, rail car, flat car, from here to Maryville, Maryville to Knoxville, Knoxville to Sevierville on the Smoky Mountain Railway that went to the co-op in Sevierville. It's the only place it went.
Oh, wow.
And then he had them trucked to Upper Middle Creek, way up above Dollywood. And I can remember this house being up there. And he put 3 of them together and made the first house for his family there. And then he gradually put 2 bedrooms on and closed it in and had a house. This is the house.
Is it still there in Sevierville, or?
Where it's being the house. It's on the other side of Dollywood, going toward Gatlinburg.
Oh, okay.
And his dad went. And this man's dad went in the house in the nursing home, and he called us back in the spring, and he said, "I got something I think y'all might be interested in." Dad has a sit-off house on the end of the house. It's enclosed within the house. But when they got over there and they got up and under there, this come off of the end of the house. This right here. Here it is being put on the whatever, and it had 2 sets of siding on it. It had that old tar paper siding that sparkled that used to be on houses, about that thick, and and then it had this aluminum stuff on the side of it, and he put a different roof over it and had carpet in it and nothing like it running. And then when it come back, it cost $750,000. We don't give up on that.
A bus that actually ran on the rails. Train, depot, and post office. This would have been like what the company typewriter. Here's different locomotives that used to run. Here's a hand cart there. An old oil can. But here's some of the saw blades and stuff that was used for harvesting timber. Now that saw there, I've seen bigger trees in National Park, and I imagine back then they were even bigger. But here's actually a little model of the museum here. Oh, here's a little cart that they would have used to load box cars or whatever with. But skidders, log loaders, camp life, log trains. Here's a tally book. They would have used the tally up like the lumber, how much they sawed that day or what they were. Of course, camp life. Well, this is actually very, very interesting. It actually shows all of the land holdings by the lumber companies. And then your national park sits in here. In fact, there's Cades Cove there. But yeah, you can see Little River Road here, and of course this is Gatlinburg there. But totally amazing. I've never seen that map before. Well, they got a wall here on train wrecks, and this is something I've been interested in. There was a lot of train wrecks here in the national park, mostly because of logs and unsteady loads and what have you. Early settlers. Of course, they got some Native American artifacts there. Here's some looks like Cades Cove and stuff there. Then he used to tan a lot of hides and what have you. And then the logging industry came in. W.B. Townsend, one of the richest lumber barons in the area. And I have learned a lot today about Mr. Townsend I have never known. And of course, the railroad was essential for the logging industry. In the beginning, Townsend was nothing more than just a field. And when Mr. Townsend came to town, he built infrastructure, he built schools, he actually had a baseball team here. So brought a lot of people in, a lot of jobs, a lot of money. And I've learned a lot about Mr. Townsend today from the curator here, the lady who runs it, and definitely worth a stop. There's a lot of things. Well, here's a huge chestnut tree. Look at the size of it. But what's more important is that's actually the Walker sisters at the base of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mrs. Jim Shelton, Carolyn Walker Shelton, the only Walker sisters to marry, stands with her daughter and son.
Oh, wow. I've never seen a photo of her and her son. So that's her and her son. And then, wow. This is a pretty cool museum. I have learned so much today. It's unreal. Well, here's the original road that ran through here. And some of these houses on this back road are actually some of the lumber houses. Like your supervisors and what have you, families would live here on the back road. Here's one of these unrestored set-off houses that people would have lived in while working on the railroad. Now they have one inside that we showed you earlier that is actually being restored right now. There wasn't much living in these, was there, Dawn? Wow, I have learned so much today by stopping here. Now, you know what? We've never been inside that museum.
No.
It was always closed when we come through. Guys, definitely stop here. Try to support this. You know, we were talking to one of the curators in here, and there's not much interest in this anymore. And she was saying that they can definitely use the support and what have you, because everybody here is getting up there in age, and some of the younger generations just don't get into this. But also, if there's anybody out there who knows a little bit about that caboose in there that could possibly maybe, you know, donate some of their time or something, definitely give them a call here, and you know, they can talk to one of the curators. They would definitely like to get that out. I like to see it up and running. Definitely some restoration needs to be done here. But okay, guys, we're gonna get back on our road trip. We spent probably over an hour here. We were only gonna be here for like 15 minutes, and we ended up being an hour. So, well, just a short walk or a drive from the lumber company is, well, this is actually the former house site to Mr. Townsend. There was actually a mansion located here a long time ago. But what we're interested in right now is, well, this old bridge, the old Townsend Bridge here. We're gonna cross over and explore it a little bit today. Okay, Dawn, you know how I feel about going on bridges with you, especially ones that swing, right? You ready? Okay. Well, here's an old swinging bridge right here in Townsend, and she definitely Dawn, what are you doing? But crossing the river here, it's got these locks on here, and a lot of folks will make like wishes or promises or whatever, and they'll actually lock them, kind of like a memory or for an occasion of some sort. So now we're going to cross back over this bridge here. It does rock and sway quite a bit. And old Dawn back there, she got a smile on her face. She was laughing coming. Yes, it does. It does sway.
It makes you want to get
Yeah. So you can only cross to the very end of this bridge. The owners on the other side of the bridge, they don't like people like trespassing or whatever. So this, technically you can just go to the very end and you gotta turn around and come back. Yeah, this thing, this thing does, Dawn.
It's not me.
Dawn. So yeah, this is something absolutely free to do here in Townsend. Of course, there's a lot to do. Definitely worth the trip to stop off. Definitely check out the Railroad Museum. Come here to this bridge. Maybe grab a bite to eat at one of them eateries. Yeah, it's Dawn. What are you doing?
Oh.
This really rocks compared to like any other bridges in the Smokies.
Oh, look at the stairs.
It's fun, very well upkept, and I know for a while it was actually shut down, and they've actually just recently reopened it. But beautiful. Okay, so Dawn is saying that that's where Stephen King's It hangs out. Really, Dawn?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, so we're now leaving the little lumber railroad, and there's actually a putt-putt golf off to the left there. Townsend House of Pancakes. But if you take this road straight, it will take you to the national park and take you out to Cades Cove. Now, on this loop, we're actually going to turn left up here at the light. But if you want a little more of the Townsend, you know, fun, or there's actually quite a few little shops and stuff up here on the left. But today we're going to be heading back towards Wares Valley. Coming up on our left is Captain Dave's. Captain Dave's, I actually have a video in my library. He's a wood carver, what have you. Definitely worth a stop there. Also, this is where River Rat is. This is where a lot of folks will come to start their tubing adventures. And now we're entering back in Sevier County. Well, one of the places we suggest everybody to stop off at and is here at Mountain Brothers General Store. Really unique gifts and what have you, nestled here in the Great Smoky Mountains. Also, it's quite busy today, but then technically this time of year, or any time of year, it's busy. And then they have, oh, we pulled right up in front of the kettle corn and pork rind store. How convenient.
All right.
Yeah. I got a little convenience store. It's got fried chicken and you know, candy, drinks, whatever you need. I'm gonna go back here and take a look at this beautiful views of Wares Valley. Beautiful. Wares Valley. There's actually another entrance to the national park just down that road over there. It'll take you to Metcalf Bottoms. Well, there's a huge giant bear. Every single year they have a nice little display here. And just like years passed on, we end up here, don't we? Yeah, well, while we're here, we might as well go check out Mountain Brothers, right? Well, these are old church doors, I can tell. Can't you tell they're old church doors? Oh my gosh, the aroma of coffee is unreal. Wow, that smells really good. And definitely got some different types of coffee mugs. Of course, they grind it. They got almond vanilla praline. They got a Smoky Mountain Sunset mocha mint. Of course, looks like hazelnut is one of the favorite, seeing that it's half empty. They got snickerdoodle on taste test. How is it?
It's good.
Is it good? Does it taste like snickerdoodles?
No.
No?
Maybe add the creamer to it.
Oh, you don't like, yeah, you don't drink a lot of coffee, do you? You got an old buggy in here filled full of really cool things. Couple moonshine jugs, old Coca-Cola, some more shine jugs. Got a lot of jellies and jams and even cheeses. Ooh, we got some yellow corn grits, Dawn. Or some self-rising corn bread, huh? Yeah, pretty cool. A lot of, ooh, we got some hot sauces over here. What types of hot sauces? Tutti Frutti popcorn. I love these old creaky floors here. Old barn planks. What'd you find, Dawn?
A lot of unique purses.
Yeah, there is.
Dogs and butterflies and cats. Oh, it's a llama.
We got a llama. Oh, they got a llama.
And a cardinal.
Cardinal.
And, like,
Look at these bigger purses over here. Ooh, this one's got like dragonflies.
dragonflies. Pretty.
Different dragonflies and a fox. They even got a bear. And for all the pug lovers out there,
That's cute.
yeah, that is cool. They got some really cool little bread boxes and utensils and pretty cool cookie jars down there. Check out the fall decor. I like that truck. Welcome Autumn. That's really cool. This little milk canister is cool too. Welcome to the pumpkin farm. Oh, look at all the penny candy. Of course, you got good old Tennessee taffy. I love the counter here. Look at this bear. He looks like he's got a big pot of honey there. Got all these really cool carvings. This one here, he's like I guess he's a hillbilly bear. Welcome, y'all. But yeah, they make them right here on the side of the road. That guy's $200. He got a little bee on his forehead there, doesn't he? A lot of really unique things here. Definitely Mountain Brothers is worth a stop. Okay, now we're going to continue on. We still got more to do before we call this trip to an end anyways, right? So we're pulling out of Mountain Brothers and heading back towards Weir's Valley here. Got little cabins off to the left there you can rent, looks like. Well, we're coming back up to where we turned onto the Foothills Parkway. Now we're actually going to go underneath the Foothills Parkway and continue the way back that we came from Pigeon Forge. Well, we're going to stop off here at Friendly Falls. This is the famous place where Dawn got pecked by the chickens, right?
Right.
And we haven't been here since Dawn, you got pecked by those chickens. So let's do this, right? Well, there's a little roadside waterfall right here on this loop. You ready, Dawn? Now you know what happened last time, right? You got pecked by the chickens, didn't you? Yeah. A magical place awaits. $2 each or free for customers. So you can buy maybe a drink or a sandwich or whatever. but it's on an honor system.
A chocolate covered banana?
You got a chocolate covered banana?
Yeah.
I got a chocolate covered banana too.
We're good.
There's a chicken, Dawn. Are you guys gonna attack Dawn today? You're not gonna attack Dawn, are you? Uh-oh. Okay, Dawn, so does this bring back memories?
Yeah.
What happened here?
Chickens went around the thing and bit me in my arm. Chicken treats.
Chicken treats. Think it's gonna happen again?
Probably not.
Probably not. This frozen banana is good. I haven't had a frozen banana in a long time. I'm enjoying it, actually. Good. Well, words to live by: kindness, respect, karma, peace, and love.
My ice cream.
You want your ice cream? Oh, you got your ice cream. He's like, I'm not too sure with that. Dawn, those chickens, I think they're tired out. I think a lot of people have been feeding them.
He pecked my banana.
He did, yeah, he did peck your banana. Go figure. They want your banana, right? Well, we had a good time there at Friendly Falls. We always do. Dawn survived chickens this time, didn't you, Dawn?
Yep.
Survived the chickens. And yeah, now we're starting to head back into Pigeon Forge here. I think there's another gift shop or something we're going to stop off at coming up around the bend here. Yeah, I think we're stopping off here at this, and I don't think I've ever been to this one, believe it or not. We just never have been here. This one is called Moonshine Ridge Country Store and Cafe. So we're gonna go check out Moonshine Ridge here and see what she's all about. Yeah, we're going to Moonshine Ridge. What's over here, Dawn? Oh, look at all these. Oh, they're pretty koi fish. Very bright red. You got a little paddle wheel over there, and I noticed that there's actually a lotus actually there. Wow. You ready, Dawn, to go inside and check it out? Definitely got fall on, don't they? Check these out. Little gnomes, and there's a scarecrow over there. Of course, some rockers for relaxation. Oh, I love these birdhouses. Chew male pouch tobacco. She actually kind of looks happy though. She doesn't really look that scary. Look at this t-shirt. Moonshine Ridge got all these bears. That one there looks like he drank too much root beer. But I got just your basic you know, souvenirs. What do you have? Your bear friend. He's wearing a robe with bears on it. I got a deer head on that wall there. But yeah, a little Tiffany lamp. Definitely Christmas is available here. We do try different pickles. Pickled beets. They got pickled okra. They also have different types of pickles. Yeah. And yeah, different kinds of sauces. So you can do a little bit of taste testing. Oh wow, I love that up there. Got hillbillies up there, kind of chilling out. What up there is making or drinking some moonshine. Well, technically he's making and drinking, I guess. And then this one's really unique. He's actually sleeping on that tree branch. He's got his moonshine hanging out of his hand there. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. He's actually up in that tree. I think a bear might have scared him up there. He definitely took his moonshine with him though, didn't he? These are Amish dolls. And Amish dolls, they don't have faces or nothing like that. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen one of those since like Shipshawana. Look at these girls. Look like they're having a good time. Yeah, they're having a good time. Yeah, she's definitely having a good time. And look at her face, guys. Look at that. Oh, that's great. Well, that was cool. I like that hillbilly guy. He was up in that tree, you know, and like the bear scared him up there. And those two ladies, you see that? They're like, that's hilarious. That was fun. That was fun. Wow, Moonshine Ridge. Definitely lived up to its name, didn't it? Other than it didn't have like moonshine in there, but they had everything but the moonshine.
It's nice in there.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Now their gifts were like basic gifts. I noticed you can get everywhere, but they did have some really unique items too. So. Got these two little, Dawn calls them cuckoo birds, looking over the fence there. Look at that huge octopus. And there's a marlin over there. What do you think? Look at these chili peppers. So we're here at Creative Carvers. And really unique stop here. That bear's been moonshining. What'd you find, Dawn? A snail. Look at the size of that mosquito. Hey, Dawn, did you see the size of that mosquito? That's one bloodsucker. He'd suck all your blood out in 2 seconds.
He just scoop down and grab you up and float around with you.
Float around with you, yeah.
He pick you in his nest.
Yeah, that's interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. Definitely worth a stop. I believe this is a location here, and they got one back in Townsend. I believe it's the same guy. Well, that was our Wares Valley, Townsend, and the Foothills Parkway loop, right?
Right.
So what did you think about that?
It was a nice little jaunt.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a really good, it took us about 6 hours. We didn't even hit, not even 10% of the actual places you can stop off at. Of course, this video is long. And guys, if you like this new concept of video, where we take you out and we actually show you like what to do in a whole day, definitely give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting us know how you guys like that. If you like this vlog, and give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe so you don't miss any of these upcoming Smoky Mountain adventures. We're going to have plenty of Smoky Mountain adventures just around the corner. And until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.